Hello everybody, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great and hope you still keep social distance, you wash your hands and you are staying safe. In this video lesson, we will talk about the past simple, about the things that happened in the past. And let me remind you that there is past simple regular and past simple irregular verbs. Does it ring any bells? For example, what is the verb stop? Is it regular or irregular? Right. Stop is a regular verb. So in the past simple, it is stopped. And the verb talk, is it regular or irregular? Right. It's also regular. I talked, you talked. And the verb give, is it regular or irregular? Right. That's an irregular verb. And the past simple of give will be gave. Okay? So now I'm going to play this text for you. So please listen to the recording and read the text. And if you want to read this text again, you don't even need to use your own online book. You can simply rewind my video and listen to this text again.
Audio 1.35.
Venezuela's special storms. You might find storms fascinating or frightening. But can they be positive? If you live in Venezuela, your answer may be yes. In 1595, a storm in Venezuela saved the country. How did that happen? Foreign sailors wanted to attack, but they saw strange lightning. It looked pinkish-orange, so they didn't know what it was. They felt scared. In the bright light of the storm, soldiers on land spotted the ships. This took place over Lake Maracaibo on the Catatumbo River. It is an area famous for its special storms. Long ago, sailors used a storm in the same way as a lighthouse to help them find their way. The geography of the high mountains by the lake meant that storms didn't move but stayed in the same place. Nowadays, the Catatumbo lightning holds a Guinness World Record as the place with the most lightning bolts per square kilometer.
Okay, did you find this text interesting? Hopefully you did. So you see, bad things can sometimes be positive. So the same situation with the coronavirus now. It's bad. It makes a lot of people stay at home. It makes a lot of people sick. But again, we still need to think of a positive side of it. For example, right now there is a chance for you to concentrate on your study. There are a chance for other people to find something else they are good at and they can learn a new profession so they can deal with it in the future. Okay? And now let's go straight to exercise 3. So that's the grammar box here. Study the grammar box. Find the past simple forms of the verbs in the text and answer another question. Which are regular? Which are irregular? And why do negatives and questions make this difficult to determine? Okay, so let's concentrate on the first part of this question. Let's find the past simple forms of the verbs in the text. Okay, so now hit the space bar. Find all the verbs in the past simple and hit the space bar again to check your answers. Okay, actually, that exercise was very easy to do because all the verbs in the past simple are kind of highlighted here. So you can see the first verb is saved. The other one is, no, it's not happen, it's did happen. And you see that the main verb here stays unchanged, but the auxiliary verb, abitekosina, the auxiliary verb shows you that this whole question is in the past. So did is the past simple of do, alright? The next is wanted, then it's looked, didn't know, so that's the verb. These two words together is a verb. It's just the verb is know. That's the main verb. That's the main verb. And didn't shows you that the verb is negative. And didn't is the past simple of do. Do, did, didn't. It's past simple negative. All right. So the next one is spotted. Spotted is another word for see, saw. So they saw the ship. All right. Took place. So in this case, took is the verb in the past simple. Used, meant, didn't move, stayed, and that's it. Let's go to the next question here. So which are regular, which are irregular? Let's go back to our verbs and we'll say the verb and then I'll tell you if it's irregular or regular, but you already must know the answer, right? Saved, regular, right? How do you know that? By the ed ending here, all right? Did is irregular, yeah? Do, did. Happen, it's in the base form, but the auxiliary verb abitegosina is in the past form. But happen is, by the way, regular because happened. Wanted, the ed ending tells you it's a regular verb, yeah? Wanted. Didn't know. So didn't is irregular, but by the way, know is also irregular, and in the past simple it will be knew. Remember, spot, spotted, so it's regular, right? Took is irregular, took, take. Used, regular, ed in the end. Meant, irregular, mean, meant. Okay, so move itself is regular, moved, but in the past it's didn't move and didn't is irregular. Stayed is of course regular. You see the ed in the end. And the last question, why do negative and questions make it difficult to determine? Determine in this case means decide. Why do negatives and questions make this difficult to decide, yeah, if this is past or present? Because as you see, how did it happen? So the question is about the past. So first of all, it's a question and it's about the past because did is in the past. But happen stays in the base form. It doesn't change because did already, the verb did already did the job, yeah? Okay. And so look at this grammar box here. We've got a few examples of regular verbs and a few examples of irregular verbs, all right? And regular verbs, they take ed, and irregular verbs, they change. So see, saw. Okay. And look how we make questions and negatives, right? So negatives, all you have to do is just to add didn't. Didn't for everything. I didn't, you didn't, they didn't, she didn't. And the main verb, you see here, the main verb stays untouched, unchanged. And same with questions. All you need to do is just to add did before the main verb, and then you've got the question. You may ask me what time adverbials are. All right. So time adverbials are words that show you when sometimes happened. It happened yesterday, so the word yesterday is a time adverbial. Last week, year, last year, 2 hours ago, 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, in April, in 1595. So all these words are time adverbials. And usually we use the past simple with these time adverbials. If you need more explanation on this, so feel free to go to page 119, all right? So now we're going to exercise 4, and I'm not going to tell you what to do because you've got the instructions here. Hit the space bar, read the instructions, do this task, and then hit the space bar again and we'll check your answers. Okay, so the answer to the second one will be the lightning didn't scare the foreign sailors. The lightning scared the foreign sailor. Yeah? Scare is a regular verb and in the past it will be scared. The storms helped many sailors to find their way. right? So help is a regular verb. And the lightning appeared in the same place again and again. So what we did, we changed these regular verbs from their negative form into their positive form. Didn't scare, scared. Didn't help, helped. Didn't appear, appeared. And we're going to do the same with this task. Hit the space bar, read the instructions, do the task, hit the space bar again and check your answers. Okay, so these are irregular verbs. So it's good if you know the regular form. It's good if you know their base form. And if you're not sure about irregular verbs, here on Google, I just entered common irregular verbs here. And I've got this table of the most common irregular verbs, right? So if you click on these 97 more rows, you'll see quite a few of them. Okay, so the answer to this sentence will be: the sailors didn't feel excited about the storm, because felt is the past simple of the verb feel. Sailors didn't think the Catatumbo storms were normal. Thought is the past simple of the verb think. So the negative will be didn't think. And the last one, the storms didn't take place over the sea. Took is the past simple of take. Right. And same here. Click the space bar. So read the instructions, do the task, hit the space bar again, check your answers. Okay? So in this task, you needed to complete the sentences with a time adverbial. And look, here is the place where you can take the time adverbials from, right? So, I saw snow, that's for me. I saw snow last week. We had really bad weather on our school trip 2 months ago. For example, when we went to Edinburgh, there was a few days with the really bad weather. We loved the warm weather on our holiday 2 years ago, for example. The time adverbial here could be 2 years ago, right? I went out in the rain without a coat last week. That's what I did. I was going to go for a walk and then I went out, but after a couple of steps, I decided, oh no, I can't stand that. So I just ran back to my flat. And here, in exercise 7, you need to make questions, right? Remember how you make questions. So you need a question word. So that's a question word here. And then you need the auxiliary verb did, abitecus in a did, right after the question word. And then all you need to do is you don't even need to change this. Okay, so this remains untouched. Hit the space bar, do this task, hit the space bar again, listen to your answers, check your answers, sorry. Okay, so number 2 will be, what did the man study? Number 3, when did Mariana go to Lake Maracaibo? Sorry, I don't know how to say this correctly. Number 4, how many storms did she see? And the last one, where did she put the photos? And if you want to answer these questions, you need to change this verb into the past simple. Yeah? So for example, Mariana met Peter. The man studied French. Mariana went to Lake Maracaibo 2 hours ago. She saw 25,000 storms and she put the photos on the wall. All right? So hopefully this is very clear for you. And what is going to happen next? You're going to go to My English Lab and definitely check the assignment section. There will be 3 exercises waiting for you. And please do these tasks on time. Don't miss the deadline, because if everybody misses the deadline, it will mean for me endless hours of reopening this assignment for you, reopen this assignment for her, reopen this assignment for them. So it will make your life difficult. It will make my life difficult. Okay, and that's it for today. Stay healthy, wash your hands, keep social distance. Bye.